Bienvenidos a Esperanza Vence, donde la Esperanza vence. Welcome to Esperanza Vence, where hope wins. Cheers! Welcome to Esperanza Vence Bar on the Hillbilly Porch. We are pulling in the energies right now for the Capricorn Full Moon, which is actually tomorrow. And I don't know, I just felt like setting up at the bar. I just got done over at the farm having my after work beer. I'm having my after work beer and thought that we could do the tarot reading out here. I was going to do it out at the farm, and then I completely forgot to bring the cards with me. So anybody that's at the farm that wants to watch this full moon reading, then you got to tune in over here on YouTube. It's a beautiful day here. How about for you? Capricorn energy is actually, that deals with work, that deals with hard work, that deals with earth. Capricorn deals with taking things step by step, achieving things in a step-by-step manner. It's not just like all of a sudden shoot to the moon. Like Capricorn has sure footing. You know what I mean? It's ruled by the goat, so goats are very sure-footed. I feel like I look so tired right now. I do, because I am, so. You're getting farm version. But yeah, Capricorn, hardworking, definitely practical. They're usually good at saving money. They're usually good at being frugal. Capricorns are such good friends. They're very stabilizing people to be around, and I oddly have a lot of Capricorn friends with the same birthday or around the same birthday. So Capricorn full moon is out of bounds actually, so that means that we might have some surprises, especially since with Uranus just coming into Gemini, our minds might be blown, man. The sun's in Cancer, so we're still dealing with the water themes, obviously. Family, home, patria. Protective energy. So there might be some shakeups and surprises in terms of, with Uranus and Gemini. Gemini is ruled by the planet Mercury, and that rules over our cars, over how we get from here to there, how we communicate, technology and stuff like that. So I'd say that we can keep our eyes peeled for some surprises there. I've had a couple of surprises myself. Have you had any sort of shakeups or surprises lately that either made you chuckle or made you say, fuckle? All right, let's tune into this moon, shall we? Capricorn full moon, Capricorn full moon. Thank you. Thanks for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me. Let's check it out. This is us, our challenge, your past, your future, our conscious awareness, our subconscious awareness. How do we see ourselves? How do other people see us? What are our hopes and fears? And what's the likely outcome? For this Capricorn full moon, Esperanza Vence, serving up tarot since, goodness sakes, 2004? But out in the open, I've been doing this since 2002. Oh, when I started reading parties for friends and family though. So here we go. Thank you. This is us, Page of Swords reversed. Our challenge, Ace of Cups. Your past, Four of Wands. Your future, the Chariot. Our conscious awareness, Ace of Swords reversed. That's interesting, huh? Our subconscious awareness, Knight of Swords. A lot of communication, a lot of mental activity, all right? How do we see ourselves? The Tower. Speaking of Uranus. What's in our environment, or how do people see us? Six of Cups. What are our hopes and fears? Eight of Pentacles. And the likely outcome, if we just keep doing what we're doing, if we just keep putting one foot in front of the next, just like a Capricorn would, this is our likely outcome. 10 of Cups reversed. Look at that. Huh. So we may need to make some changes, because if we don't get ahead of the changes, it looks like the changes are going to get ahead of us. All right? The Tower is shakeups and surprises. Like, if you could get out ahead of these shakeups and surprises and do something new, or try something new, go someplace different, make some new friends, do something surprising, eat a different cuisine, that can help to release some of this shocking surprise energy. And another way to sort of maneuver that flow is to surprise other people with like gifts and, oops, sounds like someone's gonna mow, so I'm gonna get going here. All right, so with the Page of Swords reversed as us, this is communications not necessarily coming through the way we had hoped, or maybe we had gotten like a communication that was a little bit altered, or we aren't sure if it's true. We have to double check the facts. We might have been on a new start communicative wise or communication wise, and then we had to like reconsider how we were gonna go from there, or reconsider the ways in which we were using words to talk to ourselves, or to talk to others, or to talk our reality out as a spell. You know what I'm saying? So we might be reconsidering like how we use our words and how our thoughts and communications are actually affecting us on a psychological level. Okay, because swords in the tarot is air energy, remember? So that's going to be like our thoughts, our communications, our transportation, just like we were talking about before. Mercury ruled items on the to-do list. Ace of Cups is a challenge. All right, so you know, we may be being gifted a lot of offers of really pure and intentional love. Ace of Cups is a really pure, just outflowing, a divine outflowing. It could lead to romance, doesn't have to. Ace of Cups moments are just like those warm fuzzies that you get, like if somebody surprises you with flowers or something like this. But the Ace of Cups in the challenge position just might mean that we are feeling a little bit more challenged to access the romance of life, or to access, and like, this is a water card, and look at that water overflowing. I mean, even in a most basic, mundane sense, like we know what that could mean. It could mean like overflowing water is a challenge for us in our lives, to a challenge to our ability to communicate, you know, a challenge to us physically even, because, you know, there's been a lot of rain lately, so that could be challenging. Four of Wands in the near past. This is a happy, stable home energy. It's a celebration. It's party energy. It could be a marriage. It's when two people each join their two wands together, and then they can make a stable union here. And it's fun for not just them, but like other people in the community. Sorry, I get confused as to like the angle of this camera. But like, other people in the community too are enjoying the fact that these two have buddied up and decided to do life together. So this can just be like a happy home life. This could be celebrations at home. This can be you wanting to have people over for a barbecue, or invite your tarot loving friends to the hillbilly porch for a reading, serving up readings and stuff like that. So Four of Wands is a celebratory energy, but it's also stable, happy, loving home life. Wands in the tarot, remember, that's our fire energy, our passions, our creativity, things that set us alight, right? So when we share ours with somebody else and we're able to like build something together, sometimes Four Wands is better than two, you know? In our conscious awareness with the Ace of Swords reversed, again, very similar to the Page of Swords reversed. Thoughts, communications. We may need to double, triple check our information, spell check ourselves, check others. This is like the sword of clarity coming through clean and clear. This is a sword that cuts through the BS with quickness. This is a sword that like, aha moment, we all of a sudden get a bright idea. This is a Mercury Kazemi moment, like when the sun is lighting up Mercury and it's like, bam, aha, I get it. But here, I don't get it. I don't understand. Where is this coming from? What information am I getting? Who lied? Stuff like that could be in our conscious awareness right now, okay? And then the Knight of Swords in our subconscious awareness. Now this guy, he comes in with a quickness, and he has his thoughts and communications. He speaks before he considers how you might frickin' feel about it. He just thinks and acts real quick, and he speaks real quick, and he has no qualms about telling you the truth or coming in quick with like his thoughts, his communications, his logic, his way of doing things. He's a really, really fast problem solver, but sometimes that can hold him up. As fast as he can move forward, talking, thinking, planning, and doing logistics, sometimes the fastest way to get something done is to take things step by step. And that might become apparent to us during this Capricorn full moon, because during this Capricorn full moon, we're going to get illuminated the points in our lives where we're graduating, where we're feeling a fullness, a culmination. Check the description box below, actually, if you want to book a personal reading. This would be a great time to do it. This is sort of like a summer midpoint for us in the northern hemisphere, and like it's definitely winter down south, and you know, this is a good time to kind of, with the Capricorn moon, this is a really good time to think about what we're doing career-wise, what's getting highlighted in terms of like where have, there's birds, and I saw a monarch butterfly out here before. I hope she comes back to like say hi to us while we're reading. But Capricorn full moon is going to highlight places in your life where you have put in the work, and now you're getting the promotion, now you're getting the graduation, now you're getting the go ahead to change a little bit and to step into that new leadership role. And look at you with the near future of the Chariot. The Chariot is victory. The Chariot is taking the reins of the situation, taking the reins of your own life, balancing your light and dark forces so that you can progress. Okay, this is a very much like self-driven card. This is not because you've received necessarily support from anybody else. This is because you took the reins, you decided to drive. And again, this can also be a card that talks about our chariot, how do we get around, how do we groove, how do we drive, what's our ride. Okay, so if you want to see one of my rides, my old ride, you should check this little video. I'll put a little pop-up there. I took a video on my other channel and show you what I used to ride around in. What my chariot used to look like. I was sitting in the back of the chariot. Anyhow, this chariot card can be another indication to just take charge in your own life, focus on your own forward motion, and kind of forget the rest. There's a calming river here. I don't know if you can see right behind them. And so, like, once we're able to master the magic of our own emotions, of our own water, we could leave kind of earthly things behind and just go forward on our path towards victory. Who doesn't love that? The Tower we kind of talked about, right? Shakeups, surprises, us getting knocked around a little bit by life, us receiving news that's really shocking. And if this is a literal thing, I sure hope it's not for you. But as we know in the news, there's just been a lot of like surprising happenings, just acts of God. This is Uranus energy right here, lightning bolts energy, shocks, surprises. So if that's us, like I said before, a good way to get ahead of it is to surprise yourself or surprise other people in your life, and kind of just try to have some openness in your day. Maybe don't pack your schedule too close, because then that'll give you a little space to breathe and I'm not saying if, I'm saying when these situations arise. Cheers, the sun came back out. Woo, I hope the computer keeps working because it's hot out. In our environment, 6 of Cups. Speaking of cups, this is a really sweet energy of somebody coming back from the past, maybe friends from the past, people that give us a nostalgic feeling, people that, like, when we think about them, they put a smile on our face. They might not be an old friend, but they might feel like an old friend. But this is definitely a nostalgia card, and it can definitely indicate that, like, people from the past are coming back into our lives, and we're offering each other like this innocent, you know, when they offer these cups aren't full of water, are they? They're full of flowers. So they've taken the water that they had in their cup and they've grown something beautiful with it, and they're sharing with somebody else. So if this is in our environment and that's something that we were talking about doing, I definitely want to bring some flowers to a couple of people I can think of, living and not living actually right now. So this is an innocent show of affection in our lives, okay? In our surrounding. And maybe it's us, like, this can also be in the position of how people see us, okay? Our hopes and fears, 8 of Pentacles. Ew, gross. We don't want to work. We don't want to have to work that hard. But 8 of Pentacles is a perfect card for Capricorn season. 8 of Pentacles is basically doing something over and over and over. This is, some people call this the apprentice card. But do you see how they're like really learning how to carve that pentacle? And they're focused. And those pentacles keep stacking up and up and up. As they keep showing up and working, this pentacles keep stacking. So this person's building something for themselves in their life, you know, so that they can get to the 9 of Pentacles where they can sit back in their garden and luxuriate a little bit. And the likely outcome, if we keep doing what we're doing, is 10 of Cups reversed. So there could be some family sadness. There could be a collective sadness in the family. Maybe we had to go to a funeral like I did this week. That was our like collective family kind of sadness. And, you know, sometimes this can do with like, we thought we were going to have a happily ever after type situation. And, you know, this could be families grieving together. And again, since I read this energy for the moon and not like individual people, you know, we could be just picking up on the like general energies out here. Do you see these rain clouds are forming again? We've been having more rain than usual, but not like others, you know. God bless America and God bless you and me. So yeah, that's what that card usually means when I pull it. It's just us having to, in the near future, if we just keep doing what we're doing, I think all of us might just have to face some family grief and like be able to move past certain things in our lives. I want to point something out. Valhalla Tavern, maybe I've shown you this shirt before, at Wisteria Castle. Wisteria Castle is this really gorgeous place in Wisconsin. I've done weddings there, events there, Renaissance fairs there. But if you're in the area and you are having an event, I think they can host up to 50 people at once. They just had a farm to table event there, like the last weekend in June, and it looked scrumptious. I think I was reading somewhere else and I couldn't go, but just wanted to point that out because I saw that shirt and I was like, oh, I should say something about that. People might enjoy it. I do think I left a link for it in a video one time. Anyway, have a happy Capricorn full moon, and may all your hard work pay off. All right.